Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Tuesday. No, it is Wednesday, May 27, 2020. It's about 3:15 in the afternoon, and it's a beautiful day. ER. I had an asthma attack yesterday, and this morning I wasn't doing so well, and for the first time since this whole nightmare started, today was the first day I actually called out for work. I ran out of my inhaler and yeah, just busy working, and I wasn't paying attention. So I've been here since 9:20 in the morning, and it's a quarter after 3 in the afternoon, and I just got out. Here's my band and my paperwork, my IV and blood drawing. Yeah, see, this is Huntington Hospital. So this is my sanctuary. This is my hospital. I love this hospital. Been a patient, guest, customer well over 10 years here now. My sports doctor that replaced my shoulder is in that building. Yeah, it was kind of bad actually, and I just couldn't catch my breath. I was just very, very exhausted, overworked, I guess, and not enough rest. And I was trying to hope that I could make it go away. I can sometimes calm my asthma breathing down, but I wasn't too successful this morning. So I ended up having to take the bus and walk down here and go to the hospital. So yeah, and I got released. I got now because I've had DVTs and PEs before. They were very concerned also because of my asthma situation, and that was about a few years ago, maybe 4 years ago, and I didn't even realize what it was. I almost died, and I had no idea whatsoever. So they took X-rays. They ran an IV line. They gave me some intravenous steroids, which is I always get. Prednisone, most likely. And an inhaler, chest X-rays, and they did a CAT scan because I've had the PE and the DVT. For those of you that don't know, that's DVT is deep vein thrombosis, and PE is pulmonary embolism. I had 2 pulmonary embolisms in both sides of my lungs, and 2 DVTs in both legs actually. So I've had blood clots on both sides of my lungs, and blood clots in my legs, both sides. Had the ultrasounds and everything. So, but I'm okay. All that cleared out, and they've asked if I've been tested. I told them that Monday morning, and I did, folks. I went Monday morning. I went to the Rose Bowl to go get tested, to go get my COVID test. And actually, and as I was here, she said, "Well, you know, if you've already done it, we're going to go ahead and run another one on you." So they gave me another COVID test. The one that I did at the Rose Bowl was oral, so that was no big deal. But this one, they stuck the big Q-tip down my nose. And let me tell you, folks, for those of you that are going to if you get the test, the nasal, it's terrible. It hurts. It really hurts. So let me hold on a second. So yeah, it's so yeah, the nasal is not all that good. It's when she came in and she goes, okay, we're gonna do it, I almost cried. So if you have a chance to do it, just be wary that it's for me at least it was worse than the oral. So that nasal test is not very much fun. And in some cases when they go in and they pull it out, actually, because they do, your tissues are pretty soft in there, so kind of drew some blood out. All right, I had to get off the bus. There's, well, today is like, the day that LA County is kind of like really opening, with the exception, I believe, of hair salons, boutiques of that, nail salons, and I think barber shops. I'm not all that sure, and parks, but everything else is pretty much open today, retail. In fact, there was when I was in the hospital and watching the news, there was a Ross that opened up, and I kid you not, my friends, the line for this Ross was about as long as the beginning of everybody hoarding and lining up at the grocery stores and buying all their silliness. That's pretty bad. But after almost 50 days of being cooped up, people are pretty much excited about anything right now. I think if society almost knew it was a certain thing and the end of time was coming next week, everybody would have lined up for preparation. I don't know, but well, whatever. I suppose that maybe it astonishes me, just because I guess I've been busy. I've been lucky enough to have a reason to leave the house every day and be preoccupied in my day and filled with activities, whereas the average person that was unfortunately laid off and secluded to within the confines of their home. I understand that, I guess. But things like that don't really faze me. I mean, yeah, I do get bored and stuff, and I do wish for more excitement and stuff, but not at the risk of what some of these people are doing. But it's inevitable. It is better that we start opening up, but being smart about opening up is one thing. Following procedures of opening up and engaging is a whole nother thing, and that responsibility falls upon us, and it's greater actually, because they set the rules down and they know, politicians and structural societies as such, they know what mankind is going to be doing, and that's not playing by the rules or adhering by anything. So they kind of know what's going to happen. So yeah, here's what you can and cannot do, and this society does, and completely the opposite of what things are supposed to be or not be done. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, I got all my paperwork here. I'm gonna go to CVS, go turn in my prescriptions, and go home. 6+ hours in the hospital in the emergency room. Although I got to tell you, I haven't been there for a while, and because of this whole business, everything's done so much different. I mean, because I pretty much know the inside and outside of the emergency room. God knows I've been there so many times. But they did a lot of things. There's a lot of rooms and hallways and doors, unnecessary doors, that they've sealed off, and sealed off the doorways and the cracks and the jams and everything with red tape and plastic sheeting. This hospital definitely is prepared and whatever. And every room used to be a lot different, with like every room used to have like its own little pharmacy and syringes, you know, those kind of lock boxes that they have in emergency rooms and whatnot. Well, those are all removed from each room, and it's just hard to explain. It's just so different. I have someone coming, so I need to mask up. But all in all, it was for the first time that I have been there. Oh, they didn't come this way. Normally when you go in there, you go to the front desk, you check in, blah blah, my name is, what's your symptom, blah blah, and then you go and sit in the waiting room. The waiting room was empty. Because they'll have normally like 3 or 4 triage rooms. They only have one main triage, and that's right in there. They take your vitals, you sit down there, they ask you your questions, blah blah, and then they proceed to take you in. The waiting room, for the first time ever since many a times I've been in there, was empty. So that's a shocker. That's a shocker. Wow. But yeah, you know, on that I feel great now. I feel so much better. So I love that hospital. I wouldn't prefer anything else other than Huntington Hospital. You know, it's funny because I've known other friends that have had problems with that hospital, but you know what? Not. I've had how many? 1 or 2 surgeries there? I had 3, 4. Oh crap! 4 surgeries. But I've never really had too much of a problem. So, you know. All right, friends, I'm going to end it. I am home. I am just over there. I got to go to the CVS back over here, half a block, and I just might pick up my prescriptions tomorrow. We'll see. I have enough medications floating in me that I can do, and then it's back to work tomorrow. Thank goodness. This whole mask business is so brutally inconvenient. It sucks. I know, my friends, I know what you're gonna say. Charlie, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't. But it's not just about me. For me, it's about everyone else. So I know. And I can't morally not do what is asked of me to do. I know it's inconvenient, and but it's a small inconvenience, and I just got to do what I got to do. So as long as, I mean, see, not everybody's doing it, I know, but that's on them, not on me. I don't want to get sick by my own stupidity, nor do I want anyone else to get sick by my carelessness or stupidity. So that is, and these suck. I got to get new ones. I'm almost out of these anyway. These things are bloody expensive and no good. I got to get the other kind of mask, and those things are expensive too. Shoot. But yeah. All right, my friends, that is it. I am gonna go to the pharmacy. I gotta go to the store, go get a couple of gallons of water and some avocados, and then home, upload, do what I need to do, get up, start all over, and go to work tomorrow. Yep. And all right, so now with more freedom coming into play, my friends, I am jazzed up. And actually going to Walmart yesterday got me a little excited, even though it was hot as heck. But still, now more than anything, I am. Charlie is back, and we are going to go on adventures. Now, the new layout of adventures are going to be a little bit different, so depending on where we go, what we do, and the requirements for all this crap and the distancing will play upon much of the fun. So, but you know what? It's still going to be fun. It's just going to be a little bit more. It's going to be less of the smiley face, more of these ugly, hideous things on our faces. You know, more people in masks, more in general. But you know what? As long as we're allowed to come back out and be cautious, so be it. All right, my friends. Oh, I feel so much better now that I'm out of the hospital. I know I had to go and for my health, but being in there for 6 hours. All right, my friends. So you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other. Help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants, and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, what we're doing. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on. And Charlie went to the hospital. He had an asthma attack. He ran out of his inhaler and Singulair. Poop happens. All right, folks. Comments below, good or bad. And there are. Crap. Oh. Well, good thing I brought a spare. I always got a spare. Where is it? There it is. All right. There are some things that are in the works, but as things progress, I will fill you in a little bit more on what's going on, the possibilities, and some big changes, some really big changes. All in all, for me, honestly now, 2020 has turned out to be a great, grand, beautiful blessing in disguise. I know how. Well, you guys already know the first part about it, and that's my daughter and I. So, that little girl, she's so funny. She's so expressional. She's so facially expressional. She's my love bug. She's my love bug. All right, folks, I'm going to end it here. Comments, good or bad? If not, email. And that's it. I will talk to you tomorrow. I love you all. Have a great day. Stay smart. Stay safe. Let me know how things are opening up in your area. Give a comment, your opinion on how things are going to work out. What do you think is going to happen? Not just in society, but in the economy. And just use your brains, my friend, and be kind out there, especially to the retail workers and emergency workers, EMTs, police, doctors, anybody. These folks still working. All right, I love you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.